Before I tell you what SB19 just announced, answer this in the comments. Do you think SB19 is really planning fan meets in the USA and Japan? Or is this actually the first step of something much bigger? Because after looking closely at this announcement, I noticed something most people are completely ignoring. Everyone is celebrating the fan meets. But what if these events are not the main story at all? What if SB19 is quietly preparing for their biggest global move yet? Stay until the end, because the deeper you look at this announcement, the more strategic it becomes. And if you're part of Aten, comment global below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more SB19 updates and hidden industry insights. SB19 has just dropped a major announcement: USA and Japan fan meets. Sounds exciting, right? But here's the thing. This isn't just another fan event. There's a much bigger story hidden behind it. While fans are focused on the celebration, industry observers are paying attention to something else entirely. Because what looks like a simple fan meet could actually be a carefully planned global expansion strategy. And if that's true, this announcement could become one of the most important moves in SB19's career so far. The story continues. That phrase alone tells us this is not just about meeting fans. Something bigger is already in motion. What most people see as an event announcement may actually be the next chapter of a long-term international plan. And once you connect all the pieces together, the picture becomes much clearer. Let's break it down. What looks like a simple fan engagement event is actually sending a very interesting signal. Normally, fan meets are used to strengthen the relationship between artists and their supporters. They're often smaller than concerts and usually focus on interaction rather than large-scale promotion. But when you see the USA and Japan announced together, the situation becomes very different. These are not random locations. These are two of the most competitive music markets in the world. Artists don't enter these markets seriously unless they have long-term ambitions. That's why this announcement feels bigger than it appears. Instead of simply responding to demand, SB19 may be testing and expanding their international reach at the same time. This isn't random touring, it's strategic positioning. The USA gives access to global media attention, music industry connections, and strong Filipino communities abroad. Japan offers something equally valuable: a highly loyal audience, a powerful music buying culture, and a market that rewards consistency and performance quality. When viewed from this perspective, SB19 is no longer operating only as a successful Ppop group. They're positioning themselves inside two of the world's most influential music ecosystems. And that changes everything. The fan meet becomes the visible part. The real story may be what comes next. Now let's talk about why USA and Japan matter so much. The USA isn't just another country. It's one of the biggest centers of global entertainment. When artists gain attention there, it often affects streaming numbers, media coverage, brand opportunities, and even international perception. Success in the USA can create a ripple effect across the entire world. For Filipino artists, there's another advantage. The large Filipino community abroad creates an existing support system that can help build momentum quickly. Japan works differently. It is one of the largest music markets on Earth. Unlike many countries that depend heavily on viral trends, Japan often rewards artists who show consistency, discipline, and strong live performances. That fits perfectly with SB19's identity. SB19 has built its reputation on performance quality, professionalism, and continuous improvement. So entering both markets at the same time feels very intentional. One market increases visibility, the other strengthens credibility. Together, they create a balanced expansion strategy. And that's why this move feels much larger than a normal Fanmeet announcement. Now let's focus on one phrase. The story continues. At first glance, it sounds like a simple marketing slogan, but it may be doing much more than that. Most Fanmeet announcements are straightforward. An event is announced. Tickets go on sale. The event happens. Then it's over. But continuity language suggests something ongoing, something unfinished, something that is still developing. This phrase creates the feeling that the audience is watching a larger journey unfold. And SB19 has used storytelling very effectively throughout its career. Their music, visuals, concepts, and messaging often connect together. Nothing feels completely isolated. That's why this phrase stands out. It suggests these fan meets are not the destination. They are another chapter, a bridge leading toward whatever comes next. Maybe a new era, maybe a major project, maybe a bigger international rollout. Whatever the case, the wording tells fans that the journey is still moving forward. And that may be one of the biggest clues hidden inside this announcement. Another reason this expansion feels different is because of a tin. Many people underestimate the power of modern fandoms. But today's fandoms are much more than audiences. They are communities. They are marketing networks. They are distribution systems. And A10 has proven this again and again. Whether it's streaming campaigns, social media trends, voting projects, or international support, the fandom consistently shows remarkable organization. That matters because global expansion isn't only about the artist. It's also about whether an audience already exists. And in SB19's case, that audience clearly does. The fan meets in the USA and Japan are not happening in empty markets. They're happening where support already exists. That lowers risk, it increases confidence, and it creates a stronger foundation for future growth. In many ways, A10 functions like infrastructure, providing visibility, providing engagement, providing momentum, and that kind of support becomes incredibly valuable when entering international markets. But let's be honest, this move is not without risks. The USA and Japan are extremely competitive. Thousands of artists are fighting for attention every single day. Breaking through is never easy. In the USA, attention spans are short and competition is intense. In Japan, success usually requires patience, consistency, and long-term commitment. Both markets demand excellence, and both markets can be difficult for newcomers. That's why this move is bold. But sometimes, bold moves create the biggest opportunities. One major advantage SB19 has is independence. Through 1Z Entertainment, the group has more control over its decisions than many artists in traditional entertainment systems. That flexibility matters. It allows faster decisions, faster adaptation, and faster responses to changing market conditions. In today's music industry, speed can be a huge advantage, especially when entering new territories. And that's exactly where independence becomes a powerful competitive edge. Timing is another important factor. Global audiences are becoming more open to artists from different countries. Streaming platforms continue to reduce geographic barriers, and discovery is happening faster than ever before. Because of this shift, opportunities that seemed impossible years ago are now realistic. That's why the timing of this announcement feels significant. It doesn't look like SB19 is chasing a trend. It looks like they're moving with the trend at exactly the right moment. And finally, here's what most people are missing. These fan meets may not simply be celebrations. They may be testing grounds. Every ticket sold, every crowd reaction, every merchandise purchase, every social media interaction, every engagement metric, all of it provides valuable information that can help shape future tours, partnerships, collaborations, and international projects. In other words, these events are not necessarily the final goal. They may be the foundation, a way to measure demand before something even bigger happens. And if that's the case, then the most important part of this announcement isn't what we're seeing today. It's what these results could unlock tomorrow. So what do you think? Are these fan meets simply fan events, or are they the first step in SB19's biggest global expansion yet? Drop your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more SB19 updates, hidden industry strategies, and deep dive analysis. Because one thing is clear, the story continues, and SB19's global journey may only be getting started.